We're back with more of our coverage of the games of the 24th Olympiad right after this brief local news report. Sorry, go ahead.
It was once a major source of toxic pollution in the Puget Sound area until the company that owned it met Attorney General Ken Eikenberry in court.
Our children shouldn't have to grow up with toxic pollution. That's why I fought so hard to close down and clean up hazardous waste sites. Working with the Department of Ecology, we're turning the corner in the battle against toxic waste. With your help, we'll keep fighting.
Attorney General Ken Eikenberry, because performance counts.
This is a NewsCenter Olympic Special Sports Update. Now, here's Ross Parrish.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for this local sports update. We'll get you all caught up on the latest in prep football from around the valley. The Davis Pirates open Big 9 play tonight, hosting Pasco to Zeffel Stadium. We take you first quarter action. This is Pasco's first possession of the night. Andre Wren, their tough quarterback, will hand here to Marvell Cook. First and goal by the time he's done, down to the 1-foot line. Ryan McIvy finishes it, 7-0 Bulldogs. Davis comes back on its next possession. Watch this pretty pass by Christian McDonald to Dane Alexander. A massive collision. Dane somehow hangs on. What an effort by Alexander. Pirates continue to drive. McDonald with a nice fake dive into the line. He'll keep it, knifing his way inside the Pasco 1. Senior fullback Rick Rainey does the rest, going over from 1 yard out. Davis misses the extra point to trail 7-6, and Pasco goes on to win a super close one, 15-13 over the Pirates. Next, we take you to East Valley. The Rams had plenty to dance about tonight. First quarter action against Monroe after a Bill Kring 23-yard touchdown run put the Rams up 7-zip. Chris Treat attacks again. On the rollout, Treat will find James Atterbury. Watch this pretty move to get into the end zone. West Valley up 14-0 early in the second quarter. But the Bearcats strike right back. Merritt Wolfkill on the receiving end of a 76-yard bomb from Jason Olson. All of a sudden, Monroe was back in it, trailing just 14-17, but not for long. On the ensuing kickoff, senior Matt Brennan catches the ball on the 7. He'll follow his wedge beautifully, break outside, and he is gone. 93 yards for the score. Rams up 21-7. They play mostly second and third teamers in the second half and go on to rout Monroe 37-22. Next to Toppenish, the Wildcat cheerleaders with a special KNDO sign. Our cameras will look for these signs every Friday night. First quarter against Prosser, Mustangs strike first. Todd King with a diving catch in the end zone, 7-0 Mustangs. Toppenish comes back with 2 quick touchdowns. Here's the second one, a 1-yard run by Steve Salazar. The Wildcats took the lead, only to have Prosser come right back. Joe Battley will air out a bomb to Judgy Sullivan. Touchdown Prosser, even though you really can't see it in the dark. That tied it at 14, but Toppenish comes up with one more touchdown, a pass from Steve Brookholder to Tom Stevens. The rest is history. They win it 21-14. Elsewhere around the valley, or I should say on the west side, the Cadets upset South Kitsap last year. No problem this year with Eisenhower. Cadets, no offense, they lose. Elsewhere, Olympic routs Sunnyside. No word yet from Granger. Elsewhere, the Leopards' Brent Weiss goes for 253 yards on 18 carries. Zilla in a romp. Burbank routs East Valley. Kai B 18-7 over Wapato. Lyle 20-0 over Mabton. Kittitas 28-7 rout of the Highland Scotties. And Goldendale edges Grandview by a field goal. Closer to home here at Shearer Gym tonight, Yakima Valley in the opening game of their invitational. They sweep Lower Columbia 15-11 and 15-7. That's about all in local sports we have for you. We'll send you back to Seoul, Korea now for the resumption of the final, or the closing opening ceremonies, the final, and we'll see you again tomorrow night on the NewsCenter at 9 o'clock. Good night.
Drugs. They threaten an entire generation. Yet when 392 Democrats and Republicans pulled together to pass a comprehensive drug bill, one Washington congressman refused to help, Mike Lowry. But there is one Senate candidate with a responsible record on drugs, Don Bonker.
I helped to pass a sensible drug bill, and as your senator, I'll work for better law enforcement, education, and drug interdiction. We're not going to win this drug war overnight, but it's worth the fight.
Don Bonker for Senate.
I challenge you. A struggle to the death.
Lieutenant Yar fights for her life on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Come home to the best. The Olympics on KNDO Yakima.